host of the Gridiron.
Not good at all. Matter of fact, they were really pretty. A couple of these metrics here, they were really, really bad. Really, really bad. All right, and of course we're talking about obviously, right? You got you throw, you run, you block, and you tackle. Right. Well, for the Giants, key metric points to major area of improvement needed by the Giants defense: tackling. When it came to one of the most basic football skills, the New York Giants failed to make the grade last season. That skill is tackling, where according to NFL NextGen Stats, the Giants ranked 25th out of 32 teams, earning a dismal 68.7 grade, which is apparently like a D+. Interesting, though, the Giants posted a 13.3 missed tackle rate, which was not far from the league average of just 13%. But what hurt the Giants was the yardage that ensued as a result of those tackles. Now, you can miss a tackle, right? And then somebody else is there to clean up the mess, and the guy gets an extra 3 yards or something like that. But that wasn't necessarily the case with the Giants. The Giants missed the tackle. Phew, it was expensive. According to the study, the Giants were one of 6 teams to give up over one. Now, of course, I get it. We're playing 17 games, so. Right, but Giants were one of 6 teams to give up over 1,000 yards after missed tackles. 1,000. If you look at it like that, right? So you take one, that's, just say he gave up 1,000 yards and just, right? I don't know what that would be in 17 games, like about 60 yards a game. Yeah, about 60 yards a game. Yeah, right around 60 yards a game. You put 60 yards on, not that it would happen all in one drive, but 60 yards, that'd get one team down the field. If they're starting at their own 20, right? Midfield, that'll put them down to your 20. If they start at their own 10 and 60 yards, it'll put them down to your 30. Right? Missed that, and it's, a missed tackle keeps the drive alive. Right? It's 3rd down and 8. Right? You come up, they throw a little screen pass, something like that. You come up there, you try to wrap up and tackle the guy. Right? It's 3rd and 8. Right? He catches the ball. You try to get him at 5 yards, and you miss him, and he gets 4 more yards. So he picks up 9 on a 3rd and 8, keeps the drive going, and that drive works. Well, I guess what they don't say here is a lot. They don't have any type of metric like how many drives stayed alive that wound up resulting in points that maybe wouldn't have resulted in points or something like that. They don't have anything like that at all. Because especially if somebody's going to kick a field goal, you don't know if they're going to make the field goal or not or whatever. But, keeping these drives alive are just absolute killers. Absolute killers. So according to the Giants, one of 6 teams to give up over 1,000 yards after missed tackles, finishing 4th highest total in the league, 1,081 yards they gave up, and the 2nd highest average per miss, which was 6.3. Study also pointed to cornerback Drew Phillips, who missed tackles accounting for 167 yards gained after the missed tackles, 3rd most among all cornerbacks in the league. Now, one of the things, see, like if Dexter Lawrence would have missed a tackle, some of it, it obviously makes sense, right? If Dexter Lawrence misses a tackle, right? Usually half the defense kind of still behind him, to wrap up, but, when you got a cornerback or a safety misses a tackle, there's not many people left behind them to clean up the mess. But Let's see here. 2024, the Giants had 5 defenders hit double-digit missed tackles, including Micah McFadden. He seems to do that quite a bit. He had 16. Jason Pinnock had 14. Andrew Phillips, and Bobby Okereke each had 11. And safety Tyler Newman had 10. All members responsible for the second and back end of the defense. Now, that's you know, the Giants finished with 156 missed tackles in 2024, 5 more than they had in 2023. So, yeah, I mean, of course, you're going to have missed tackles without question. But, I mean, you're getting paid, to bring guys down. You got to do a better job. Giants have a lot of work to work on this offseason. They need a quarterback. They need receivers that can and will catch the ball to help Malik Neighbors. They need an offensive line that actually protects the quarterback. Yes, what a concept, huh? And they need defensive players who actually make tackles. Before the 2024 season started, NextGen Stats and Amazon Web Services collaborated on a new artificial intelligence model designed to estimate all 11 defenders' chances of making a tackle every 10th second of a play from scrimmage. Wow. They call this tackle probability. Using this model, metrics were tracked, and they have now assigned grades to all 32 teams' tackling ability. Giants ranked 25th among the league's worst. Oh, let me see. Can I click on it? Will it bring up? There we go. The Broncos and the Lions rank in the top 5. Wow, the Chiefs are number 1. Ravens are number 2. Broncos are number 3. Steelers are number 4. Lions are number 5. Eagles are number 6. Packers are number 7. Commanders are number 8. Vikings are number 9. I'm just going to stop there. What do those 9 teams all have in common? This first 9 teams tackling their grades, they all made the playoffs, right? What we got? What did I say? The Vikings, 85.8. They got a B. They were the 9th. The top 9 teams in tackling grades all made the playoffs. Right? Let's see here. Let's go down here to the bottom. Right? I mean, you got the Browns, the Panthers, the Jets, the Colts, the Dolphins, the Raiders, the Saints, the Giants, the Falcons, the Jaguars, the Cardinals. So the bottom 10 or 11 teams didn't make the playoffs. You got to go to number 21 for a team that actually made the playoffs who had a bad tackling rate. So, but I mean, you want a good bring the guys down, tackle them and bring them down, right? Top 9 teams with tackling grades all made the playoffs. So, I mean, the Eagles had obviously very good defense, but the Chiefs had a very good defense. Chiefs were number 1. Chiefs had a very good defense. The Giants' defensive struggles in 2024 weren't limited to just one area, but tackling was a clear issue. Though their 13.3 missed tackle rate hoovered right around the league average of 13%, the real problem was the damage those whiffs created. New York was just one of 6 teams. I went over this here. And we talk about, Andrew Phillips with 167 yards gained after his missed tackles. More than all but 2 corners across the league. So it's no secret the Giants' defense was atrocious at times in 2024, and the metrics support what we all saw. This is one area the Giants must have a huge focus on during the offseason. The offense has to be better, but they won't win any games without improving their defense, which is true. I mean, you don't know. I mean, that's one of the things that, they those metrics and all that stuff and everything, but they don't know. They don't let you know, like, how many drives continued right? Well, they missed a tackle here, and this guy missed a tackle, and it gave up a first down. Well, this first down, led the team down the field, and they wound up scoring points off of this one, possibly off of this one missed tackle. Right? They didn't say that, but I mean, it's obviously it's blocking. I mean, it sounds, stupid, sounds this, sounds that, but all that stuff, but it's blocking, tackling, running, holding on to the ball, throwing, catching, a lot of the basics, right? But, when you're on defense, it's tackling. And the Giants at times were really, really bad. Really, really bad with that.